Hello, fellow humans. My name is Ed,
And my name is Ben, and this is Fully Gay Radio.
formerly known as Brown Bear Radio. We're starting season 2 with a fresh new format. It is shorter, sexier, sillier, maybe equally silly, but certainly shorter and more to the point. And we're aligning with the new school community, Fully Gay, and the Fully Gay method and process. So, welcome to Fully Gay Radio. This is the podcast that helps you feel more at homo. We are here to titillate, communicate, and educate.
Because community doesn't happen.
Unless you make it. Hello again, Ben. Welcome back.
Hello, Ed. It is good to be back for season 2.
Toi, no, it's season 2.
Oh, season
Menage à deux.
2.
Yeah,
Season
that's
2.
it. Season 2.
Yep. Look, I'm down with the French. Totes.
Sorry, French people. Sorry, intelligent people all over the world. We're still here doing
We
our
are.
thing.
We are. See, doing our thing, being profesh.
So today's topic, Ben, is our hero's journey. And what I mean by that is all of us as individuals, our hero's journey, looking at the journey of our lives as a hero's journey, which is a 7-part or can be seen as a 7-part thing in 3 acts. And I'll explain that. And then I'll explain my personal background and story in terms of being a gay fucking hero, which is exactly what I am, right? That shares my life, shares the trials, shares the tribulations and the journey. And I would love for people to enjoy this episode to conceptualize their own hero's journey and becoming the hero that you want to be. That is the whole point. How does this make you feel, Ben?
I'm really keen to hear you talk about this more because I feel like myself I totally, when you relate something to a hero's journey or a narrative, it makes it easier for me to understand and relate to, and I know I'm just going to have so many aha moments
Mm-hmm.
while you're talking through this and be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my god, that's me, and yes, I recognize this.
I hope so. I might have lost my page because you told me about sexy cartoon things, and so I looked them up and changed my webpage. Here it is, got it. We're all good. We're going to be okay, everybody. It's okay.
Okay, we're good. I'm sorry for distracting him. That's
It,
on me, guys.
you
That is on
distracted
me.
me. I'm easily distracted.
You are.
Okay, so here we go. My personal experience, not too long, but I'm going to hero's journey this bad boy. So I spent years feeling wrong, and here is how I fixed it and my hero's journey. I used to be a gay man or a gay boy, drowning in inner turmoil, insecurity, and self rejection. Lots of strong memories of quiet nights at home, difficult days at school, difficult and awkward times at my lacrosse club, at my Air Force cadets, time in Japan, hiding myself, contorting myself, shifting myself, battling with my thoughts, battling with my feelings. It sucked in large part because I had no role models, no roadmap, and no idea why I kept feeling like something was just fundamentally wrong with me. Well, you might say, I knew that the gay thing was one of the things that was fundamentally wrong with me, but why it was happening to me, why I couldn't change it, was it okay? Was I going to be okay? What can I do about this? Was pervasive. And
Yeah.
even after I accepted the fact of my gayness, which didn't take too long because I came out at 14 and 15 to some people, the pervasive feeling of personal wrongness, it lasted another 2 decades or more. 2 decades would be 36. Oh, so I guess it's just 2 decades. Yeah, because I'm perfectly perfect now, right? I'm perfect now, Ben. Spoiler alert.
Yep, perfect.
Everything is perfect now. So I was overthinking everything, burning out, and reacting to my emotions and my self-rejecting judgmental thoughts instead of perhaps understanding why I was having them and simply accepting that I was having them. I felt like I didn't belong anywhere, not in the straight world and not in the gay world either. I was too straight acting to be truly gay and definitely too gay to be actually straight. And it was a real fight. And that was just my flavor of it. Does that feel relatable, Ben? Does that sound the beginning of your
Oh,
gay hero's journey?
yeah, I would definitely say that a lot of the overthinking, the reacting, the self-rejecting, the judgment, not understanding why I was having the thoughts and feelings I was having, totally 110% there with you on all of those factors.
Mm. Isn't it
Um,
weird that liking penis in the context of the society in which we grew up makes you reject yourself? When you just look
d
at that,
yeah,
it's like, that doesn't add up. What the hell? That's not logical. But that is literally what happens.
yeah, exactly,
Like,
and you just
like
yeah,
penis, society
must be wrong.
against, hate self. Yeah. It's just one leads to one leads to one almost all the time. And some people exploded out of the closet or never fit in there because they burned it down because they were far too flamey. And they said they never fit in or they burnt it down. So they were just always gay and they moved through the world as a queer person. Um, some of them didn't make it. Some of us didn't make it. But if you don't suicide, if you don't get killed, most of us don't, you eventually, by trial and error, this and that, you try this, you try that, you get comfortable with this, you tell one person, tell another person, and eventually acceptance began to creep into my life. I made peace with the
Yeah,
fact that I was gay, but then I said, at least I'm not like those sissies, which is the most toxic bullshit ever.
yeah.
Did you do that at all, Ben? Did you find gays that were gayer than you, and you're like, well, at least I'm not like them?
Uh, I think I would have internally done it. I wouldn't have verbalized it because I was quite late when I came out, but I definitely would look at some others and be like, "Oh, well, at least I pass better
Mm.
than well, in my head, I thought I did. In
Yeah.
reality, I was not, but in my perception, I
Yeah.
was like, "Yep, I was totes more masked than that, and I would need our dear listeners to pretend I'm like tucking my hair behind my ear as I say that.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, I was definitely in that camp.
Yep. So we both did it. We both did the toxic rejection of self, but then you othered other people. So you just go,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
yeah. Instead of hating me so much, I'll just hate them a little bit. That makes me feel better. I'm not the problem anymore.
that's right.
Yup. So acceptance began creeping in, but very, very slowly and only piecemeal. But then later, I found mindfulness. I realized something through mindfulness that changed everything for me. I am not my mind. So my harsh inner voice isn't necessarily the truth. It was a mental thought and feeling pattern and cycle that I could learn to see, to hold without engaging with, without swallowing the poison, just understand and move through it. So I might think, I'm too fat, I'm too gay, the world doesn't have enough gays in it, I'm the wrong kind of gay, gays are bad. But instead of like reacting to these and letting it bring me down and spiraling and woe is meing and victimhooding overly much, I began to be able to just hold them and allow them and say, oh, that's interesting. Is there anything here to learn or benefit from simply observing my own negative mental chatter? To what extent am I judging, seeking to control that which I have no control over, trying to use my mind to fix a problem that apparently exists? Apparently, something's not okay, something's not enough, something's not good, something needs fixing, something needs to change. And my really big realization was that I had stopped challenging the notion that something was bad or wrong or not good. It just was all pervasive for me. I never ever considered, because I never felt that everything exactly as it is already is actually perfectly acceptable And that when I managed to use mindfulness and the practice of acceptance and mindfulness to really land everything, to accept all of myself, all of my past, all of the universe, all of the unfairness, all of the horror, all of the everything, all of the beauty, I actually just discovered just how much I fucking love everything.
Yeah.
Trees, the sky, you, people, chocolate cake, sex, adversity, challenge, questions, the unknown, uh, just everything. When I finally stopped fighting my like mental projection that something is wrong, not good and bad, everything got so much easier and so much nicer. And then it was, I became able to be what I might call, what you could call, more of a master of my own thoughts and emotions. I didn't spiral anymore. The anxiety that I was definitely prone to, because I'm a big brain case trying to figure out everything with my head, largely disappeared. I still experience overthinking and anxiousness and a tendency to push myself towards burnout, but I notice it so quickly and easily these days that I can choose to take care of myself, even given my tendency to want to use my brain to fix and solve and work really hard, like constantly. I can talk myself down off that ledge and give myself a hug and take care of myself when I need to. And so I became and was able to feel and experience very consistently calm, confident, clear, and like genuinely connective, genuinely curious and open to other people and their experiences, what they think and feel about me. I didn't react to like if someone didn't like me, it's like, okay, cool. I guess that's not going to work out. They're at wherever they're at. I'm over here. This is acceptable to me. It transformed everything. I unlocked a lot more of my own charisma and silliness, a sense of purposefulness in the way that I live, and just deep, deep peace. Anyone in the world is welcome to call me a faggot now, and I'll just be like, cool, man. Are you having a bad day? Like, why are you trying to attack me? I really like penis.
Yeah.
I didn't choose this. Um, I managed to end my self rejecting and victimhood. Um, and now I help other gay men do it too. Gay men and queer people, and anyone else who cares to stop by and listen. But I love that I feel like I have become the role model that I so desperately felt I needed as a young person. Um, how about you, Ben?
Uh Look, I'm on the path. I'm on the journey. I'm not like, I'm still climbing that mountain in a way. Um I am definitely through working with you through life coaching and things like that. I'm definitely that calmer, confident, that genuinely connective and getting that clarity. Do I still have my moments and my wobbles? Yes. Are those moments as stormy or as unstable or as spirally? I would definitely say no.
Nice.
Like, it is something that I've been working on, and it's something in terms of learning to unlock, as you were saying, like, unlocking the purpose and the peace, and ending the self-rejecting and the accepting that, okay, well, that's acceptable, and that's they can be over there and I'm going to be over here doing the thing that makes Ben Ben, and that's okay and that's cool. And if they want to join, they want to join the party of Ben, then they're going to have a great time, because it's an awesome time over here with the party of Ben. But it's okay if you don't want to party with Ben.
Mm,
That's completely legitimate and okay.
mm, mm.
And and if someone doesn't want to come over and join the Ben party of life, that it's not that there's something wrong with what I'm doing at my party and I should change my party,
Or
but
yourself.
or myself,
Yeah.
like,
Which I
by
guess is the
extension,
party. You are a
which
party.
is
You're
the
a living,
party.
breathing human party in
That
motion.
I am. Like,
Yes,
mate, with
I get
some choice beats, shall I say?
it. Yep.
Um,
And
but
popcorn, well flavored,
it's
nicely salted.
Yeah, that's right. A bit of caramel sauce. It's all good.
Big cake, lot
Um,
of cake.
I am. I am.
Bit of steak, bit
Delicious.
of cake.
Is there anything more in life that you could need? But like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's still very much,
Mm,
there'll be people that you're like, God, I really want to invite you to this party because I think it'd be great. And then they say, I'm too busy. And you're
yeah.
like, oh, that hurts. Like, that
Rejection.
rejection. And then you're going to go, oh, well, if I changed the music, would you come and stay for a little bit? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you, it's working through I don't need to change and I don't need to then
Yeah.
spiral till 3 in the morning going, "Oh my god, I need to do this better. I need to change this and I need to do that." Like, it's a work in progress, but I'm very much on that pathway there of that journey.
Yeah, brilliant. I might even say, like, if you are aware, if you're that aware that that is what you're doing, and you're keeping an eye out for self rejection, and you're keeping an eye out for bending over backwards to please others, then like you're sort of all the way. It's just a question of like doing more of it, and
Yeah,
then you just get more of what you're already getting, which sounds fabulous.
hair flick.
Awesome. Um, So yeah, obviously, I teach and I do what I am now calling the fully gay method: witness, accept, align. And in terms of the gay hero's journey, oh my god, we didn't even describe the hero's journey, and I promised that we would. In terms of the gay hero's journey, it is the secret sauce from the wise gremlin Yoda. He took me to Dagobah, and then I did witness, accept, align over there, and I came back with my Jedi powers. So, the hero's journey. You start off in ordinary world. I was a young Australian boy, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, until the world said, "No, Edward, you're a faggot. You're a poofter, mate. You suck dick." And I said, "I want to, but I don't. I don't even do it yet, and you already hate me." So resistance and doubt. So these are all Act One, the departure, leaving from the ordinary world. The call to adventure was being homosexual. It came from inside. The call was coming from inside the house. I don't know why I wanted these things. I didn't know why I felt this way, but I did. And I was told that it was bad. So I feared and resisted. Act two, the initiation. Now, usually there would be a wise gremlin that says, "Fear not, young man, I have the answers." But there was not, as I say, many, if any, role models for
Yeah.
me. And so I felt firking lost as Firk for literally decades in many ways. In many ways, I got a lot done early, but in many other ways, it really took until I found coaching and started really practicing mindfulness and really doing and implementing witness, accept, align. Which, by the way, dear listeners, we've done witness and accept, I think, so far, but align is to just become who you are without exception. Everyone in their essence just wants to love and play and connect and experience joy and challenge and adversity and growth and learning and connection and safety and challenge and learning and growth and hobbies and violin and chocolate and sex. What was my point? That's everyone's essence. So becoming yourself, if you ever fear that you're struggling with some self-trust issues there, you're still rejecting yourself, and it make you feel that you need to not unclench. You need to not stop grasping for control with your head. You need to tell stories, make excuses, make explanations, justify yourself to people. If you're doing that, you're not just simply melting back into who you are. So in my act two, my allies and mentors eventually was like ancient wisdom. And by the way, all this stuff, mindfulness and all the stuff that I've come across since there is truly ancient wisdom. Like there are people having these kinds of conversations 2,000 plus years ago. The road of trials. My road of trials was things like work never feels fulfilling. Um, the gays never stop being the gays. And it's really hard to make friends with them. And they're so annoying in this way. And they continue to do this. um, but eventually, yeah, when you apply witness, accept, align, and you just realize everything is exactly what it is, you stop resisting reality and you say, well, what do I have? What pieces can I move? What do I have control of? What is within my domain to influence? And applying that and applying that and applying that and applying that just transform things. And you can be open and honest and make great friends. You can have really open, honest conversations with your lovers and ask for what you want and say no to what you don't want to have great sex. You can ask for what you want at work without feeling guilty, like you don't deserve it or you're not the right person. Caveat: if you aren't the right person, don't lie. Don't lie and present yourself as fantastic, because that is a one-way ticket to not fraud town. What is it when you feel like you're the imposter syndrome? Imposter
Yeah.
syndrome, lie about yourself and overrepresent yourself and then get hired for a gig you don't feel qualified for. Don't do it. Just don't lie. And just instead say, I'd love to give this a shot. I think I have XYZ. And you won't get imposter syndrome. And yeah, you too may be able to become, I would love this for everybody, become the kind of man, become yourself in such a way that you show up in the world in a way that little you would have gone, oh, holy shit. There is a calm, competent, connected, adult gay man who's not apologizing for his existence. He's telling everybody the truth. He's not hiding. He doesn't seem to be debilitated by shame or self rejection. That's rad. Oh, he's got a partner that deeply loves him and they have great sex. Wow. I'm actually excited to be gay now. I'm not terrified anymore. Like, there's clearly a way to be that looks awesome, that looks accessible to me. And then become that role model and then show up in the world that way. And then don't fucking apologize for that and enjoy the shit out of that ride. That's what I wanted to say. And that's what I want to say to every single gay on the whole fucking universe, in the whole universe. And Ben, you're one of them. So thank you for listening. That's the hero's journey
Not a problem.
analysis.
Thank you for sharing.
Mm, 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 mm. So, is there anything on that you'd like to add or say or share before we move
I
on to
just
your cool stuff?
I no, I really quite like, that whole analysis of it, and, and the fact that, in that hero's journey that a lot of people go through, or, the stereotypical hero's journey is, they find the mentor, they find the Yoda, the gremlin, the cave that's got
The
the
wizard,
answers and
the
that
Gandalf.
ancient wisdom.
Yep.
That Yeah, the Gandalf. They find that, but, in the gay community, those role models are so difficult to find. I don't wanna say that they don't exist, but they are difficult to find, and it's rare that one is found,
Mm,
particularly for, like, when you're a fledgling gay and you're just entering, you're getting that call from the ordinary to the extraordinary.
mm.
It's it adds a level of complexity and just like, that just you're daunted by this fact of, "Far out, I'm different, but I've got no one else to base this difference on." Like, there's no one positive or successful that I can be like, "Yeah, that's cool, and I'm gonna achieve the same thing as that."
Mm.
Like, it adds that extra layer of challenge on
Yeah.
that journey, which
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's impossible or insurmountable, but it is just, I just think that is the bit that really rang true for me, is when I entered and got that, that entered that part of my hero's journey. You kind of look around your circle and you look around the circle around you, and then your wider community, and then the worldwide community that you could have access to, and you're like, like, am I actually alone in this? Is there anyone else like me?
Yeah.
And then I think, that's where the feelings of isolation can kind of begin.
Oh, yeah. Where they like turn into a roaring bonfire. It
Yeah.
really is the great bottleneck as well. So, like, there's so many gay dudes out there who are perfectly awesome, perfectly
Yeah.
medically, psychologically just fine. We all have trauma. We all have shit. We all have baggage. We all have regrets. We all have a difficult mind. We all have big feelings. But everyone who is not having a medical issue, there actually are tools and like lessons and wisdom that apply to help you transform into the man that you want to be, to become the hero, to like achieve the hero's journey. And the thing that is just holding so many people back for decades is a lack of awareness and access to these things. The
Yeah.
wisdom, the communication of that wisdom, like the translation into your situation. the Gandalfs and the Yodas. And so, like, I've felt this way for a long time because obviously, the guys who were 30 years ahead of me and you, Ben, we're in our 30s. A lot of them died of
Yeah.
HIV, and a lot of them had to go through so intensely oppressive homophobia and the illegality.
Yeah.
A ton of their friends died. A ton of their friends killed themselves. A ton of their friends never came out because of the intense oppression. So maybe we are the first ish. And this is a huge general statement, but like we're the first generation that could just like fill all of society with tons of visible role models, and we will be unapologetically visible, loud, once we've done our work and once we've become our own heroes. So that I really do. I want us to become Yodas and Gandalfs, every single one of us,
Yeah.
because Lord knows we fucking needed it. Or
Yeah.
not that? No, that's not an accurate statement. Sorry, we didn't need it because obviously me and you, Ben, we're alive today, and that's okay. We're enough, and we're okay, right? But we desperately
Needed.
wanted it, and it would have
I was
helped
going to say we
us.
wanted it. It
Yeah,
might, like, we definitely wanted, like, looking around and having someone to just
yeah.
be like,
Imagine. Fucking,
yeah.
it's all I wanted when I was 14. I remember thinking it, and I was just like, why can't I just speak to one gay dude who's like, here's how most everything works, and fuck off with your bloody douching. Oh, here's how you have gay sex. That's not fucking it, okay? That is not
No,
it. Jesus
not at
Christ.
all.
Okay, let's talk about accepting yourself exactly as you are, not rejecting yourself, even though your mind has a tendency to want to do that, how to deal with, accept, process, and let go of shame so that you can enjoy becoming all of your own potential. Fuck, it's just such a
Exactly.
big fucking deal. And it is such a fucking crime that, to me, I'm passionate, obviously,
I can,
that
Richard. No,
we
but
that we don't have
we
access to
need
that.
the passion. You need the
Good. All
passion
right, I'll let it
around
burn.
around it, because like
Yeah.
it is, as you said, it's something that, like, as much as it rings true for you and it rings true for me, I know that if we spoke to, most people in our circles who identify as, part of the LGBTQIA plus community, they would have very similar feelings around this
Yeah.
in terms of, what
Mm,
we've discussed. So
mm,
yeah, no, it's a good thing to be passionate about.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Your support is much appreciated. And
You're welcome.
your action. Um, yes. So let's become little gremlins and wizards
Done.
so that
Done.
we can meet and create content for and like create a world where all rainbow people feel fantastic in their skin, feel loved and wanted exactly as they are. Their straight parents who are our age, almost all of them are desperate for us to be available and visible and outspoken. I've met so many parents now where their kids are queer and they're just like, what can I give them? Like, what books are there? What resources are there? And I love
Yep.
telling them and I love helping them. Um, so yeah, we can take a whole lot of bullshit out of the world and have a lot more heroes loving their lives, doing amazing things, having great sex. It's very important that we all have great sex. Let's that can be the the final word.
Love that.
Become
Well,
heroes, better sex.
I we're going to continue in season 2, Ed, with
Mm,
a little bit of what we had in season 1, but we're going to expand it. So we've got our little segment now of hot extras.
mm,
So I've got a little bit of hot gay news. I've got
mhm.
a little bit of hot world news, and just a little bit of cool gay shit as well to finish us all up.
All right,
So
finish us off, Ben.
sit down, strap
Oh,
on. I mean, strap in,
that's how I like to be finished.
for some hot gay news.
Yeah.
So this one does come from Australia. Now it is from Monday, April 20. So there's new sexual activity rules around blood donations that will be taking effect. Men will no longer be asked in the pre-donation questionnaire if they've recently had sex with a man. Instead, all donors will be asked the same sexual activity questions, regardless of gender.
Mm.
These changes enable more people to donate blood, including gay and bisexual men and transgender people as well. in long term monogamous relationships, provided they meet all other eligibility criteria.
Hmm.
So, this change has followed the removal of sexual activity rules for plasma donations, which kicked in July in 2025.
Hmm.
And that removal alone resulted in an extra 6,437 donations and 2,709 new donors.
Ah.
Now, I know, which is absolutely amazing and wonderful. There's only one dedicated group in Australia. It's called Let Us Give, and they have been campaigning to lift the gay blood ban and ensure equality in blood donation. The campaign is urging newly eligible gay, bisexual, and transgender people to donate blood.
Yay.
So if you've ever wanted to donate blood and you identify as gay or bisexual and you're in Australia, there have been these rules that may have you were a bit, concerned about, or anxious about having to answer this question and they're being rejected for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Now is the time. These rules have taken effect as of April 20, and you are now able to donate blood provided you meet all of the other eligibility criteria.
Yeah. Yes. This is great news because it removes a lot of stigma, if you ask me. But I think we
Exactly.
should just quickly recap what those other criteria are likely to be, which I think is like make sure you haven't had sex with someone else in like other than your long-term monogamous partner in the last 6 months. Do you know what it is, Ben?
So there is that time caveat of 6 months, but they are looking at reviewing that as well as part of that Let Us Give campaign,
Huh.
because a lot of those things do appear in can appear as markers in blood tests within a couple of days. You don't actually need to wait 6 months for
Oh.
markers to appear.
Yep.
So Let Us Give are actually in that process as well of reviewing that,
Oh,
because
good, because that would ban me.
that
I like
is,
sex.
yeah. So, well, there you go. But if that is currently the time frame in Australia, is that 6 month time frame,
Mm.
but that is currently being reviewed.
Nice. So the other thing I wanted to say was 6,437 donations. I don't know what the total amount is, but I imagine that's actually not a huge amount. But if you're anything like me, I wasn't just waiting all day by the telephone to go and donate plasma. I was still upset generally that I don't feel I'm being treated fairly and reasonably about blood donation at all. So it left a sour taste in my mouth. So I haven't donated plasma or cared about these results. And I suppose I still don't because I have had sex with someone other than my partner within the last 6 months. But once we like do all three of those steps, the whole like gay queer stigma around donate, well, gay men, I suppose, gay and bi men or men who have sex with men, stigma may disappear. And I would imagine at that point it would have a much larger multiplicative effect where gay men
Yeah,
are like, oh, cool, the stigma's over. Like donating blood is cool again. Like, let's go do it.
that's it. So yeah, so fingers, it's great that we're getting extra donations and new donors. So and look, it is something that I personally will be looking into doing a little bit more of if I can.
Good. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'd love to get blood if I need it, and therefore I'd like to donate it in advance and do my bit. Fantastic. I think I'm also a registered body donor for like if people want my eyeballs and I get my lower legs crushed to death and they can take my eyeballs. That's fine with me.
There you go. Love that.
So, what's your hot world news, Ben?
So, hot world news.
Hot.
The
How
time
hot?
hot
How hot is it?
world news.
Oh fuck!
Look,
Oh fuck the world!
On a Nando's scale, I'm
Oh yeah,
gonna say it's
territory.
probably at mild. I'm not
Oh,
like,
at
it's
least
got
it's
a
not
bit of
lemon
a
and herb.
tingle. It's got
Okay,
a bit of a tingle, but you're not
tiny
gonna
tingle.
feel it the next day.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you won't feel it the next day.
Yeah.
Winky face, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
We've all eaten those hot chilies that we shouldn't
burn,
have.
burn, burn. Ring of fire. Ring of fire.
As we said, dear listeners, the silliness is maintained in season 2. So, Time has just released its 100 most influential people in 2026,
Say it
and
ain't so. Oh,
I know.
wow.
And we have got a couple of wonderful LGBT gay men who are on the list. We have Jonathan Groff,
Mhm.
who is one of the most influential on the list. You may remember he has been Tony nominated for different musical performances.
I do not.
He's Oh, okay. Well, I'm a theater gay, so that's why I was like, oh, I know that name.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't want to yuck
So
anybody's yum, but you are going to struggle to get me excited about this. But keep going.
that's all right. That's fine. It's all G.
Thanks, man.
We have Alan Cumming as well.
Oof.
He's yeah, like we can't go past Alan.
Alan Cumming.
He is amazing.
Good for him.
He's incredibly popular currently as he is the villainous host on the Traitors reality competition.
Oh.
And Chanel's creative director, Matthew Blasey, has also made it onto the list. And I apologize if I have butchered any of those names.
Mm.
And excuse me, the cool gay shit that we
But
have.
wait.
Whoa. Okay, back. Yep.
I'm just going to do it again. And you call me a dickhead, but like, wow, that really was mild world news.
Yeah, I know. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. Okay, sorry.
Fully gay radio.
It was lemon and herb at
yeah,
best.
It was actually. It really was. I didn't even tingle.
It was lemon and herb at best.
For everyone who did tingle, good for you. I love
That's right.
That. Thank you.
I'm glad that some people got the tingles from my dulcet voice reading out
tingles.
names.
I don't always get them.
There we go.
So,
well, Ed, here's something that might give you a slight more of a tingle.
Yes. Bring it.
Okay, now dear listeners, if you remember from season 1, I am a massive nerd and I'm unashamed. I am unashamedly a nerd. I enjoy the Dungeons and the Dragons. I enjoy the rolling of dice. I enjoy the board games.
D20s.
Now, I have a tabletop RPG by Jack Dixon.
Dixon.
Yeah.
Jack Dixon. Jack
called
Dix on.
Oh, sweet. I'm so glad I didn't say the number 67 at this point. Anyways, so Night of the Werebear by, what's that name again, Ed?
Jack Dixon.
There we go. In this tabletop RPG, you're investigating the goings-ons of a small town with a vast cast of characters. There are twinks in leather, there are hunky bar staff, and there is a werebear on the loose. It all starts with Otto, the carriage driver.
Oh, yeah.
But where will it end?
Jack
You can explore
Dixon.
taverns, lodges, and forests. Oh my. There might even be an anthropomorphic bear in nothing but leather. There you go.
There was that Edna Krabappel. There's a Simpsons episode where one of them does that.
Yes, that was that sound, and I'm glad you picked up on it.
Yes, perfect. Wow. All right, sweet. Yeah, if you're ever going to get me into the Dungeons and the Dragons and the D20s, you definitely should make it sexy and gay.
Done.
Fantastic. Night of the Werebear. So where can people find it and enjoy it and engage with it?
You can find it online mostly. It was on Kickstarter, so you will have to go through Kickstarter to find out where it is currently in stock for you to purchase.
All right, sweet. So gay nerds with penises that they like to touch, be warned. Night of the Werebear, it exists. And people with genitals that like to touch them as well. Sweet. Sweet. Well done. We've saved the world. Good job. Good job, us. Every time we record this podcast, a fairy is born and a gay becomes happy.
Scientifically proven.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Hey, Ben, I was saying to you before the show, but I would like to say it out loud for all of the listeners. It is genuinely touching that you put in so much love and effort to put our little podcast together for the people. Thank you very, 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 very much for all your effort and showing up and being such a legend. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you.
All right. And to all our beautiful, dear listeners out there, I absolutely appreciate you too. Become your own fucking hero. Please, the world wants you. I don't know if the world needs you. I don't think the world needs me, but I certainly think that there's a lot of people that can benefit from us becoming our own hero, especially you. You and I will be the primary beneficiaries of becoming our own heroes. And so that is your buttload for the week. If you
Woo!
would. New outro line. Yeah. If you would like to, please come and learn more and join us at Fully Gay, which is skool.com/gay, school.com with a K/gay, Fully Gay. Become fully gay with the Fully Gay method, which is witness accepted line, on sale now. No, it is on sale, sort of, but it is also free. So come check it out for free. Talk to me if you want more. Community, lessons, illustrated storybook, get reminded of the latest podcast episodes, YouTube releases, and help us beautiful midlife gay men and queers go from dissatisfied, frustrated, or lost to confident, connective, and clear, and help yourself and become your own hero. You're a fucking legend. You already are, but you could be even stronger, more confident, clear, and amazing, and beautiful, and juicy than you already are. Just like Ben.
Woo!
All right, good job. 41 minutes. I think we nailed it. Good job, everybody. Peace. You gonna say bye again, or it's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
get awkward now? Okay,
Bye.
bye. Bye. Love you. Bye.